Welcome to sports, everybody. The Bahamas Softball Federation bringing its round-robin nationals to a close yesterday at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. Up first were the bronze medal games, where the winners moved on to the championship and the losers had to settle for third place. Our Julian Gibson was there, and he has the breakdown.
In the bronze medal game, Kitty Bouquet Cats jumping out to a 9-0 lead against the Gilly Girls. But the Gilly Girls, boy, they would come fighting back, making the score 9-8. But the Kitty Bouquet Cats would go on to win the ball game 10-8. A disappointing loss for the ladies from Spanish Wells.
We had a rough first inning, but we pulled it together, and it was just a little bit short. But this is our first time competing, and I have no doubt that we're going to come out next year and win the gold.
I guess most of the girls are disappointed.
Very disappointed. But you know, we stuck together. We never got down on each other, and I think that's the most important at the end of the day. We play as a team, we win as a team, and sometimes we lose as a team. But I'm honored to play.
How do you feel about the bronze medal?
I'm proud, you know. We played our hearts out, and we came down here hoping to medal, you know, we didn't know what to expect. We did well, but next year we're going to do even better.
We played great, but had a couple errors in the first inning, but then we come back, scored 8 runs. I think we played a great game.
Now in the men's bronze medal game, Spanish Wells AAA Razorback, boy, they got blasted by the Truckers, the Bummergy Truckers. Boy, they rolled past Spanish Wells 10-1.
It's always better to get the gold, but I guess you settle for something, you gotta get a bronze, you know. I mean, we tried our best. We could have done a little better, but the first time, you know, hopefully next year, we'll go for the gold.
We come out a little flat, but, you know, made a few errors, a few little miscues, but, you know, it's all good.
Yes, we did want to go, but I am extra happy for the bronze, being the first time, you know, we represented in the round robin. I'm too happy. At least we got the bronze trophy. We got one for the office.
We coming back. We coming for gold. We ain't coming for bronze. You know, we happy with bronze, but we ain't satisfied. You know, we going back home and we going to work until next year.
2 bronze medals for Spanish Wells, 1 in the ladies and 1 in the men. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. Now, sponsor Bomber George had both of his teams from New Providence in the big dance. Let's start with the Lady Operators as they took on the champs from Grand Bahama, the Kitty's Boutique Cats. Trailing 2-1 to the Kitty's Boutique Cats in the top of the 6th, the Bomber G Operators making some crucial mistakes. The Operators issue an intentional walk to Tara Evans leading off the inning. Tara would move up on a wild pitch, and she came around to score to make the score 3-1. The move, that didn't even make sense to Tara.
It didn't make any sense, but they want me to pitch to one of the better batters, which is Luke. I think she's better than I am, so it's whatever.
Now in the bottom of the 6th, the Operators would score 2 runs to tie the ball game at 3, making that move by the Operators even more questionable, because had they not walked Tara, the score would have been Operators 3-2 with the win. Now in the top of the 8th, the Cats would score 3 more runs, and the Operators could not respond in the bottom of the frame. The Operators go on to lose the championship 6-3.
Words can't describe it right now. I'm just overcome. I'm just thankful to God for everything He's done. It means a lot to us to show that we really have heart. We are a team that knows how to play, knows how to stay in the game. They tied the game, but we know there was no pressure on us, so we just went out there, hit the ball, do what we do best. We just had to dig deep. We wanted it, and we just know we needed to do what we needed to do to get it.
Now in the men's championship game, the Bummergy Truckers making up for their ladies. The Truckers crush Abaco 11-2 to win the championship.
I really didn't feel it right now, you know. I mean, you know, it was a good championship. This one for Boomer George, you know, you've been looking for one for a little while. Just happy the team stuck together. After a stunning loss last night, we come back and pull it together and pull off the win.
I'm satisfied with the Truckers. One is better than none. It was very difficult losing the ladies. That's what I worked on for a very long time. I wanted the whole hog. I wanted the pennant, New Providence, and the Commonwealth. I wanted it all, but we came up short, and nothing we can do about it.
Well, the Commonwealth American Football League kicking off its 2012-2013 season yesterday at the Donald Davis playing field. It was a rematch of the 2012 Boilfish Bowl Championship game between the title holders, the V8 Fusion Stingrays, and the Ori J. Sands Pros. The Pros did all they could to hang around with the champs, but in the end, it would be the Stingrays winning this one in a one-possession ball game, 20-14. Well, sailing expected to be a big part of the 40th anniversary celebrations for the Bahamas, and come this weekend, Montague Bay will come alive with the Independence Regatta. Danny Strawn is the chairman.
Over the course of the next 6 months, the National Family Island Regatta, under the theme Celebrating 60 Years of Spectacular Sloop Sailing, will be holding events to showcase the integral part of the National Family Island Regatta, which has played a very important role in the economic life of the Bahamas over the past 60 years. This regatta in Montague Bay was due to the fact that the 3 sailing clubs got together and we agreed that to commemorate the 40th independence of celebration, that we will get together and have this event. And it goes to show you that the sailors, they don't think in terms of only just monies to hold an event. They're concerned about the overall, growth and development of the sports, and that is why.
Now, as you heard, all 3 of the major sailing associations are on board for this Independence Regatta, and competition will take place that is in the A, B, and C classes.
We look forward to good competition. We look forward to all of the boats represented from the different islands, the crews that are also always with us, whether it's at Georgetown or Long Island or wherever it is. So we are in full support of it. We look forward to togetherness, and we wish at this point to put aside every difference, every disagreement, every conflict and contradiction. We want to see sailing move forward. As our country continues to move forward, upward, onward, we want to do this together.
These boats are stationed in Nassau, so it's just important for us to really pull off an event of this size during this time, because Nassau has been left out of sailing for a very long time in this way, and we just want to show the persons involved who might have been from one of the other family islands that sailing is alive and well in Nassau.
We are also proud to be a part of this great event, and like was forementioned, it's going to be one of the greatest ones that ever took place in Montague Bay.
And finally in this segment, the Bahamas Pro Show getting set for their first taste of competition in the 2012-2013 American Basketball Association season. That's on November 23rd at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Stephen Stretch Comer will be at the helm for his second stint as head coach, and expectations are high.
After the 3 years that I was there, it was a learning process. This year, I wouldn't say it would be even more better.
How do you hope to approach this season?
Well, with the attitude of winning, that is about it, because we took a lot of beating lately. So this season, we are approaching it with a winning attitude.
But do you feel you're going to have to put your strength and keys in to make this a successful season for the All-Pro Show?
Well, our strength really is quickness. We can have a couple of bigs, but we can have a lot of quickness. And I think with our quickness, we should be successful, because if you look at the league in 2 years, they hardly had a good post player. We do have 2 good post players, especially the big guy from Freeport, Scott Forbes. I think he's going to be a lot of trouble to them in the back.
With the players spread all over the place, how are you going to try and keep them together in terms of practicing and all that?
Well, obviously the American guys, they always practicing basketball is their job. And here, I always keep my crew together because I coach these guys from Church League. So they're always with me.
And that will do it for sports.